Cecilia here with another Transgirl C C, where we talk about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. It's our second midweek video, second in that I'm doing it 2 weeks in a row and trying to keep up a trend, so good on me. And that means we're going to talk about something that's a little bit out of our normal topics. I won't be suggesting anything to you or talking necessarily about a character's backstory, although sometimes I might. It's just talking about another nerdy topic. This, I guess, is where the and other nerd shit comes in. This week, we're talking about cosplay, specifically a trend in cosplay that's always just kind of been a thing, and that I would like to see stop. Now, it's not a disturbing trend, or a troubling trend, or anything that puts anybody into any danger, so I am saying that this is totally for aesthetic purposes, and is kind of a silly thing to be upset about, but I am at my heart a nerd, and sometimes nerds, we rage about stuff, and I'm not necessarily at rage, but I am annoyed about this particular thing that continues to happen. And let me tell you why the topic is coming up. I was watching a video by Bat in the Sun. They do Superpower Beatdown. It's a web series that pits two characters against each other in brutal, to-the-death combat, sort of like Screw Attack's Death Battle, except for actual people in costumes doing a scenario. It's all acting, you know, but it does look really cool, and the final product is very neat. Unlike Screw Attack's Death Battle, they don't do it based on stats or science. It's just popular opinion and votes, but like I said, the final product is cool, so check that out, give it a pass. Anyway, they do online polling to, you know, figure out which character is going to win, but they also go to conventions and ask people around the convention, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be this character or this character? And people, you know, give their opinion, and it goes towards the vote. Anyway, this particular video, they were at New York Comic Con talking to people about who would win Joker versus Negan, and I'm not even, like, that's not the important part. The important part is not what they were asking about. It's about who they featured in the video that has me kind of heated, I guess. They were talking to a Carnage cosplayer, and I don't know if you know who Carnage is. He is another symbiote. He is split from Venom. Actually, the second symbiote in the Marvel Universe, it was split from the original Venom symbiote, and it bonded to Cletus Kennedy, and it's a million times different than Venom. And that's where the problem lies, is because this person decided to talk like Venom as Carnage. And that right there is what bugs me. Is when people cosplay characters without actually knowing anything about those characters. Now, I'm not saying that you can't cosplay whoever you want. Please, more cosplay the better. Like, everybody, I wish, would just cosplay, dress up as a character, go to a convention, have a great time. The thing about cosplay is you don't necessarily have to act while you're in costume, so it's a conscious choice to act with a character that you know nothing about. Like, Carnage just isn't a red Venom, he is his own thing. I've also noticed this pattern when people talk to She-Hulks that talk as Hulk. Jennifer Walters is a lawyer, both in and out of Hulk mode. Like, she has all the brains and smarts no matter what mode she's in, and it's kind of insulting, to be honest. Like, She-Hulk's one of my favorite characters just because she's, like, super strong and super smart and kicks a whole lot of ass. I do. And I realize she's a male power fantasy. I get that. I totally understand that. But I feel that she's come into her own as a character, and she should be respected as that. As such. Now, like I said, this is just really an opinion piece, so anything I say you don't have to just go out and do. In fact, most of you probably won't, or some of you don't even cosplay. And so this topic is not important to you as it is to me. But I would say, just go out and to the internet and take a look into the character a little bit. Learn a little bit about their mannerisms, their history, you know. watch some episodes or some shows with the character in it. Read a comic book or two about the character and really get into that character's head. And then if you do decide to act as the character, you actually maybe pull it off. And that's not too bad, I think. I don't think that's a lot to ask of people. I'm not even really asking it. It's just more of a suggestion. I know that not everybody can be a super geek like I am, and that a lot of people are like, this is a dumb topic to be upset about. And it's not that I'm even really upset, I guess. I'm a little upset. Little. I just want characters to be treated with the respect that they deserve. Not that Cletus deserves a whole lot of respect. He's a super maniac. But part of the reason that Venom and Carnage talk so differently is that Eddie has an incomplete bond to his symbiote, and it's two minds working against each other for control, whereas Cletus actually melded perfectly with the symbiote, like you're supposed to. As we found out in Venomverse, the symbiotes aren't supposed to talk in the third person. The symbiote is supposed to enhance the person's already incredible abilities, which is possibly why Eddie can't bond to his symbiote completely, because it was owned by Peter originally, and it will always have a piece of that in it, which is why Venom's powers are so similar to Peter's, and Carnage's powers are completely different from both of them, is because Carnage is his own being. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say on the topic, and it's kind of weird that I'm making a video about it. It was either this or my favorite Pokemon, which we'll probably still talk about at some point, but this was fresh on my mind. So, yeah, cosplay whoever you want. If you're cosplaying because the character looks cool or makes you feel sexy, I'm totally 110% behind that cosplay for you. But if you're gonna act as the character, look into the character's backstory and history and mannerisms just a little bit so you can represent that character to the best of your ability and not just make Carnage a red Venom. It's a weird choice. It's odd. Just cosplay as Venom if you want to be Venom. Like, it's not a palette swap. He doesn't even have the spider on his chest. He's just a red and black suit. Symbiote. It's really cool. I like Carnage. He's neat. So, yeah, that was it. That's our midweek video. And it's really just me ranting about cosplay and things that don't matter. So, if you like that, you like it. Let me know. I can rant about things all day. If you don't like it, we'll probably still have a ranting video every now and then. But, the main video this week is going to be about America Chavez, Miss America, and her own comic, self-titled America. I really like the comic. A lot of people don't. But, once again, it's my show, so we'll talk about what I like, and either you like it or you don't. So whatever. But definitely check that out. I'm Fire Princess Lily. This has been Transgirl C. Until next time, enjoy comics, enjoy cartoons, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.